Hey there, are you ready to have your funny bone tickled? Get ready to dive into the hilarious world of The Simpsons and their mind-blowing predictions. If you want more laughter and entertainment, hit that subscribe button and join our Simpson-loving community. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and let us know your favorite prediction in the comments below. Now let's get started. So, we all know The Simpsons, right? The iconic animated series that everyone and their dog has heard of, but did you know just how many events they've predicted? I'm telling you, it's off the charts. No other project even comes close to their accuracy. The whole Simpsons Predictions phenomenon started back in the 2000s, but it reached its peak in the 2010s. That's when they nailed it with the Trump presidency and the freaking coronavirus pandemic. Talk about seeing the future, huh? These predictions became a cultural sensation with major media outlets going bonkers over them. And of course, the creators had to constantly reassure fans that there was no magic or conspiracy behind it. It was all just pure coincidence. Yeah, right. Now let me tell you about this mind-boggling episode that had fans losing their minds. In one of their episodes, they apparently predicted the sinking of the submarine Titan near the Titanic wreckage. I mean, come on, how in the world did they see that coming? Did they have some secret time-traveling writer's room? It's like they have a direct line to the universe's Wi-Fi password or something? Now get this, folks. The episode I mentioned earlier, the one with the submarine, was actually written by Mike Reis, who himself went on a deep-sea adventure in a submarine. Talk about living the plot. It's like he was channeling his inner Aquaman while scripting that episode. The similarities between the Lost Titan and the Simpsons episode are just out of this world. It's almost as if they had a secret crystal ball hidden in the writer's room right next to the bag of Cheetos. This mind-blowing episode aired in 2006, way before the recent submarine disappearance. In the storyline, Homer Simpson's dad takes him on a deep-sea expedition to hunt for treasure near the sunken ship. They go down in a submarine and find 2 chests. But here's where things get cray-cray. Homer gets stuck in the sub. He loses consciousness due to depleting oxygen and wakes up after a 3-day coma in the hospital. I guess even the cartoon gods couldn't resist a good plot twist. As we know, on June 18th, a submarine used for tourist dives to the Titanic wreckage went missing in the Atlantic Ocean. Coincidence? The Simpsons strikes again with their mind-blowing predictions. Hold on to your donuts because we're about to take a trip down memory lane with some classic Simpsons predictions that turned out to be eerily accurate. First on the list, we've got the Apple Watch. Way back in 1995, the Simpsons creators showcased the very first smartwatch in an episode called Lisa's Wedding. Can you believe it? They were ahead of their time. Then, lo and behold, in 2014, Apple goes, "Hey, let's make an Apple Watch just like the one in The Simpsons." Talk about life imitating yellow skin, 4-fingered cartoons. Siri, where's my prediction-proof crystal ball? Now let's dive into the Trump presidency. In a 2000 episode, when Lisa takes over the Oval Office, she drops a bombshell. The USA went bankrupt after suffering through 14 years of Trump's leadership. Wait a minute, is this a cartoon or reality? It's like The Simpsons were playing a real-life game of presidential bingo. Can we trust their prophecies, or should we just start electing fictional characters to run the country? Hold your belly laughs because we're not done yet. We're about to witness the mind-blowing accuracy of a Nobel Prize prediction. In 2010, The Simpsons showcased the economist Bengt Holmstrom as a top contender for the prestigious Nobel Prize. And guess what? 6 years later, boom, the prophecy becomes reality and Holmstrom snags the prize. Move over, Nostradamus. It's time to make way for the animated fortune tellers. Oh, and get ready for some wild animal antics. In a 1993 episode, Springfield embraces the world of gambling, and Mr. Burns opens a swanky casino. They had a duo of animal trainers, Gunter and Ernst, parodying Siegfried and Roy's performances in Las Vegas. During one of their acts, a white tiger attacked one of the trainers. And guess what? In 2003, Roy Horn gets a not-so-friendly hug from a real white Bengal tiger named Montecore. Who needs tarot cards when you have The Simpsons to predict wild feline shenanigans? Let's kick it on the soccer field. In a March 2014 episode, Homer Simpson becomes a referee at the World Cup in Brazil. And guess what happens next? Brace yourself! Brazil, the mighty soccer nation, gets trounced by Germany in July 2014. It's like The Simpsons had a crystal-clear view of the future. Maybe they should start a sports betting hotline. Who needs psychic octopuses when you have a yellow-skinned dad calling the shots? The sensational Lady Gaga's Super Bowl Extravaganza. In one episode of 2012, The Simpsons showed Lady Gaga performing on wires during the Super Bowl halftime show. And guess what? That exact spectacle unfolded in real life in 2017. It's like The Simpsons had a hotline to the future, and they knew Gaga would defy gravity and steal the show. Move over, aerial acrobats. Springfield's got the ultimate halftime performer. Now, get ready to rock out with the arrival of Guitar Hero. The Simpsons geniusly foreshadowed this phenomenon when Mick Jagger and Keith Richards presented Homer with a jacket sporting the words Guitar Hero in 2002. Lo and behold, a mere 3 years later, the game hit the shelves, unleashing a wave of wannabe rock stars strumming plastic guitars in their living rooms. The Simpsons not only predicted the game's popularity, but also ignited a whole new generation of air guitar virtuosos. Talk about stringing us along with laughter! Hold on to your spines because we're about to tackle the World Cup injury prediction. In a hilarious twist, The Simpsons created a fictional football player named El Divo who suffered a spine injury during a match in March 2014. Well, wouldn't you know it? A few months later, Neymar, the real-life player, experienced a spine-chilling injury on the grandest stage of them all. It's like The Simpsons had a secret sideline as fortune-telling team physicians. Let's spy on some humor with the U.S. surveillance prediction. The Simpsons were way ahead of the game, depicting the family going into hiding from the government after escaping the dome. Little did we know that their episode was a foreshadowing of the global surveillance scandal. In a classic Simpsons move, they showcased phone lines with cables from various intelligence agencies in a 1997 episode. Fast forward to 2013, and Edward Snowden blows the whistle on the real-life global spying program conducted by the US NSA. It's like The Simpsons were part-time intelligence analysts, giving us a glimpse into the tangled web of surveillance networks before it became breaking news. And finally, let's rock and roll with the immortal Rolling Stones. The Simpsons predicted their never-ending rock reign when Lisa's future room displays a poster for the Rolling Stones' planned tour in 2010. Well, guess what? The Stones defied time and proved The Simpsons right. Their farewell tour may have been planned, but they kept rocking well past the expected expiry date. The Stones are like the Energizer bunnies of rock and roll, refusing to retire and leaving us all wondering what kind of elixir of youth they've been sipping backstage. We're taking you back to 1995 when Lisa Simpson embarked on an adventure to jolly old London town. And guess what? The Simpsons nailed it again with their uncanny ability to predict the future. They showcased a building that looked eerily similar to the iconic Shard skyscraper. Little did we know that this stunning architectural marvel, developed by architect Renzo Piano, would start its construction journey in 2007 and finally reach completion in 2012. It's like Lisa has a knack for predicting the future of London's skyline. Fast forward to 2014, when Ebola finally took the world by storm, capturing media attention and sending shockwaves through communities worldwide. While the fever was officially discovered in Africa in 1976, The Simpsons managed to drop a reference to it way back in 1998. It's like they had a crystal ball hidden in their cartoon universe. The Simpsons, in their 1997 episode, had Bart standing beside a magazine ad offering $9 tickets against the backdrop of the Twin Towers. That's right, 9/11. And if that wasn't enough, Lisa's hair even formed a triangle, giving a nod to the all-seeing eye pyramid. The Simpsons never failed to surprise us with their witty symbolism. And to top it all off, Bart's got a dollar bill featuring a symbol that could pass for Masonic currency. Now, I know what you're thinking. How on earth could a cartoon from the 90s predict such a monumental event? Well, let me tell you, The Simpsons have a knack for tapping into the cosmic forces of comedy and prophecy. We have the episode featuring an unknown virus from China in 1993. Imagine two Japanese workers unintentionally packing a box with a dangerous virus while working at a juice factory. But fear not, folks. COVID-19 doesn't spread through packages from China, as the experts say. So let's take this coincidence with a pinch of laughter and enjoy the comedic twist. It's 2009, and you stroll up to the entrance of the legendary Ginormous Picture Studio. What do you see? Not one, but two eye-catching posters competing for your attention. On the left, the epic 7th installment of Star Wars, and on the right, the 3rd chapter of the Alvin and the Chipmunks saga. Talk about a clash of cinematic titans in 2015. Strap yourselves in for a time-traveling escapade back to 1990. A school field trip to a nuclear power plant takes a peculiar turn when a three-eyed fish makes its grand appearance in a nearby pond. Fast forward 21 years, and 3 Argentine fishermen reel in the exact same three-eyed fish near Cordoba on the shores of Lake Coro de Agua Caliente, right next to their local power plant. It's like The Simpsons had their own secret fishing guide to the real-life mutant fish extravaganza. Coincidence? Hold on tight, folks, because we're about to embark on a hilarious journey through the wacky world of animated clairvoyance. Enter Bart Simpson, the mastermind behind the Hooligan Gang. He manages to create a music video where they target Arab soldiers from American jets, all funded by the U.S. Navy. And here's the kicker. They accidentally drop a bomb on a Syrian opposition jeep adorned with a suspiciously similar flag. And let's not forget the futuristic foreshadowing of the episode that introduced the world to robotic librarians back in 1995. Those metallic bookworms replaced human librarians, leaving us questioning the future of literary expertise. A group of Spanish researchers from the University of Castellón in 2004 created remarkably similar 3-wheeled robots equipped with cameras, sensors, and even voice recognition. We're diving into the world of 3D printed cakes. Back in 2005, The Simpsons introduced us to a mind-boggling camera that can transform flat photos into mouth-watering 3-dimensional cakes. Fast forward to 2012, and the geniuses in the world of 3D printing took it up a notch. They revolutionized the game and made it possible to create actual food using specific ingredients. Can you imagine having a printer at home, spitting out delicious cakes on demand? The future is here, my friends, and it tastes delicious. We're about to enter the universe of mind-bending cosmology, Simpson style. In 1999, the brilliant Stephen Hawking enlightens Homer about the vastness of the cosmos, describing it as, wait for it, donut. Yes, you heard that correctly. Our universe is apparently shaped like Homer's favorite pastry. Hold on to your astronaut helmets. 2003, scientists using the WMAP spacecraft gathered data about the cosmic microwave background radiation, the remnants of the Big Bang. They theorized that our universe could indeed be a closed shape, resembling a circle with a hole in the middle, just like a donut. Homer would be proud. And let's not forget the incredible invention of the sarcasm detector. In 1999, Professor Frink from The Simpsons brings this hilarious gadget to life. In the real world, researchers at the Institute of Computer Science at the Hebrew University in Jerusalem took it upon themselves to create an algorithm that can detect sarcasm in social media and websites. They cleverly named it SASI, which stands for Semi-Supervised Algorithm for Sarcasm Identification. With a 77% accuracy rate, they're helping us navigate the treacherous waters of online irony. Thank you, science. Last but not least, let's unravel the mystery of the newborn language translator. In 1992, Homer's brother, Herbert Powell, invents a device that can decode the language of baby gibberish. Well, folks, in 2012, for the sake of a hilarious ad campaign for French baby food, Guigaz, they created a playful app that supposedly translates baby talk into understandable language. Now, there are plenty of similar apps out there, but let's be honest. Do we really trust them to accurately interpret our little ones babbling? It's a mystery yet to be solved. The world of the longest-running show in TV history, The Simpsons. They've been gracing our screens with yellow-skinned hilarity since 1989. And let me tell you, they've seen it all. With 33 seasons and over 700 episodes under their belt, these animated legends have become masters of predicting the future. So whether they're predicting the future or just tickling our funny bones, The Simpsons have become a cultural phenomenon. The Simpsons have given us a glimpse into a wacky world that's equal parts hilarious and strangely relatable.